Maya is about to apologize for the seventh time today, and it's only 10:15 in the morning. As she turns a corner, a man on his phone slams right into her, spilling coffee all over her shirt. "Whoops," he mutters, barely looking up, but panic instantly floods Maya's voice. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I wasn't looking. I'm so sorry." The man looks confused. After all, he bumped into her, but he just shrugs and keeps walking. Maya is left alone, wiping the stain and looking guilty. Why did she apologize? He ran into her, but for Maya, sorry isn't an admission of guilt. It's a shield. She says, "Sorry, is this a bad time?" Every time she asks a simple question, she texts, "Sorry, I'm the worst," just because she took an hour to reply. She even says sorry to the chair when she bumps her own knee against it. Maya isn't just polite. She is terrified. She is living in a state of constant, low-grade panic that she is taking up too much space. This isn't just being nice. Psychology calls this the Fawn Response, and it usually starts long before you ever step into an office. Welcome to Story Minds. Today we are stepping into the world of Maya, the girl who apologizes for existing. We all know about fight, flight, and freeze, but the fourth trauma response is the one nobody talks about: fawn. Fawning is when you survive by merging with the needs of others. You bury your own feelings to keep the peace. You become a chameleon. You become whatever the other person needs you to be, so they won't hurt you or leave you. If you feel guilty for saying no, if you constantly scan people's faces to see if they are angry, or if you feel responsible for everyone else's emotions, then Maya's story is your story. Maya is the office peacekeeper. She is the person everyone comes to because she never says no. Just 5 minutes before she is supposed to leave, her boss, Mr. Tate, dumps a stack of files on her desk. He tells her he needs them sorted by tomorrow morning, adding that he knows it's late, but she's just so good at details. Maya has plans tonight. It's her best friend's birthday dinner. Her brain screams, "Tell him no, you have plans." But her mouth opens and the reflex takes over. "Oh, sure. No problem," she hears herself say. "I can stay. Sorry if I looked busy." Later that night, as the office sits dark and empty, her phone buzzes with texts from her friends asking where she is. She types back, "I'm so sorry, guys. Work emergency. I'm such a flake. Have fun without me." She feels a heavy knot in her stomach. It's not just guilt, it's resentment. She hates that she is here, but the thought of disappointing her boss felt physically painful. Like a threat to her survival. To Maya, anger is dangerous. Even a mild irritation from a boss feels like a life or death situation. So she pays for peace with her own time. She pays with her own life. Maya wasn't born apologizing. She learned it. Her father had a temper. It was like living with a volcano. You never knew when it would erupt. Her mother was emotionally fragile, often crying, needing Maya to comfort her. Little Maya learned a very specific lesson. If I am helpful, I am safe. If I am quiet, I am safe. If I fix everyone's problems, nobody yells. She would hug her crying mother and whisper, "It's okay, Mommy. I'll be good. I promise." She became the parent to her parents. She learned to read the micro expressions on their faces. She knew that a furrowed brow meant danger. She knew that a sigh meant she had failed. By the time she was a teenager, the mask was permanent. When her friends asked if she wanted to see a movie she actually hated, she would beam and say, "Yeah, totally, whatever you guys want." She stopped asking herself, "What do I want?" and started asking, "What do they want me to want?" She erased herself to fit in, and eventually she forgot who she was underneath the act. Back in the present day, Maya is exhausted. She is sitting at a coffee shop with a friend who has a habit of forgetting her wallet. The friend leans in and asks, "So, I'm kind of short on rent again? Could you spot me $200? I swear I'll pay you back." Maya looks at her bank account. She barely has enough for her own bills. The sorry is rising in her throat. The reflex is triggered. She starts to stutter, I. But something is different today. Maya is just too tired to lie. She looks at her friend. She sees the pattern. The friend doesn't care about Maya's struggle. She only cares about Maya's utility. Maya's heart hammers against her ribs. Her hands shake. She closes her eyes for a second and imagines little Maya cleaning the table, trying so hard to be good. She opens her eyes and says the hardest word she knows. No. The friend looks shocked. What? She asks. You always help. Maya takes a deep breath. She feels dizzy. I can't do it this time, she says firmly. I don't have it. She waits for the explosion. She waits for the friend to scream, for the roof to cave in. But the friend just frowns and says, Oh, okay, I'll ask someone else then. Walking home that evening, Maya realizes something profound. She didn't apologize. She didn't explain. She just said no. And the world didn't end. For the first time in her life, Maya realizes that she is allowed to disappoint people. She realizes that her worth is not rent that she has to pay every day. If you are like Maya, you have spent your life trying to be good so that nobody will leave you. You have treated your own needs like a crime. But here is the truth. You do not need to apologize for taking up space. You do not need to earn your right to exist by being useful to others. No is a complete sentence, and the people who get angry when you set a boundary, they are the ones who benefited from you having none. This is Story Minds. If you recognize yourself in Maya, hit the like button to let us know. And if you are ready to stop apologizing for who you are, make sure to subscribe. Your challenge for today: catch yourself when you say, I'm sorry. If it wasn't your fault, stop. Replace it with thank you instead. See you in the next story. See you in